The dish to Kelly. Shot from 12. Here's Fry and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Ross in the corner. Back to Indra. He kicks it to Evans. Cranes the three-pointer.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And there's a whistle, and that goes. Atlanta calls timeout. Cox, the pass to Bender. Ross on the wing. He's guarded by Ross. And there's the pass to Lyons. Over in the corner, Bender, just 4 to shoot. Pass to Ross. There's the 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Indra, and there's the drive.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Now, here's Levens. Tipped away. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Nabbing another steal.
And his unbelievable run of steals continues. Now tied for the most ever in a playoff game.
And you can't call it carelessness by the offense at this point. His activity level has forced the issue.
And he's now tied with the answer, Allen Iverson. What a night.
Pass to Lyons. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to get something going. Good on the triple.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And it goes through once again. Nice hit there from the monster.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Lyons. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for New Orleans.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Levens with it. To the paint. Shoots from 8. Bender, no good.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
The monster passes to Vassell. Back to Indra. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Atlanta's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Passes it to Cox. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by New Orleans.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Left side, Indra. Shoots over Bender. Indra can't hit. The Hawks shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Now the pass to Cox. 3-pointer. Hill pulls it in.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Levens. Here's Cox. Here is Ross. Pass to Cox. Over to the left wing. And here's Bender. Trying to find Ross and gets it to him. Ross grabs the board. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Ross passes to Cox. Lions covered by Vassell. And there's a whistle, and that goes on Indra. That's foul number 2 for him. The Hawks working the ball around. Bender the pass to Ross. 6 to shoot. Here's Cox. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that one's good, Levens.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The Hawks shooting a low 30% mark from the field. The baseline J. Passes it to Ross. There's the pick. Launches a 3. Up again. Here's Cox. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing.
And another steal for him.
And he's answered the moment with one of the all-time great defensive performances I've ever witnessed.
I agree. On the attack, he has now set a new single-game playoff record for steals.
And with this achievement, he surpasses the great Allen Iverson, whose steal mark had stood since 1999.
The rebound by Indra. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 16-7 run. Puts up a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Cox is 1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for New Orleans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they're going to win the title in the most emphatic way possible with a clean sweep in the finals.
And guys, once they got them down 3-0, it could taste that championship. There just was no way they were... letting them off the hook. They came out with a little something extra and just made sure that we were going to see a trophy presentation here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Monster.
Oh, his array of talents on full display. Picks up the triple-double, really takes ownership of this game. I thought that made the difference for them tonight.
Lions the pass to Cox. The Hawks again can't hit.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Here he goes.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Levens. Good on the three-point shot. Outside Indra. The tray. Good, another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in.
Oh, it's over. The New Orleans Pelicans are the new NBA champs.
Thanks for your attendance tonight. Please
Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game. You've beaten the team, and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But our full credit to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, does not take away from the satisfaction.
Let's take you to the presentation of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver doing the honors.
That's 12!
Oh, yes.
12 championships. Wow. I mean, do you ever think this will be topped?
Not in this lifetime, no. But, I mean, hey, records are made to be broken, and eventually somebody might come along and replace me. That's just the way things go. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna get back to the celebration. Thanks, Kendra.
Hey, are you kidding me? 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12.
Good to see y'all. Great to see y'all again. Gary, start with you.
Thank you, MP. Appreciate you. So, now that you've gotten 12 championships, you've passed Bill Russell for the most championships in the history of the NBA. Now that you've accomplished the previously unthinkable, is it time to retire?
I got plenty of time to think about that, Gary. Right now, I just want to cherish this moment, and share the joy with my teammates, my family, and my friends, man. Next question. Beatrice. Yes. Oui.
Merci. Et qu'est-ce que ça fait de réaliser un tel exploit historique?
How does it feel to achieve a historical accomplishment?
Right now, I feel old and tired. But tomorrow, once things settle in, I'm sure I'll feel very proud. Thank you. Merci. Next question.
One more.
Lisa, what you got?
If you do come back next year, is anything short of a championship a failure?
If I come back next year, I'll consider it a success if I have both of my knees intact. You know what I mean? Listen, I've proven all I need to prove in this league. I've accomplished all I set out to accomplish. The only reason for me to come back would be for the love of the game. Championship or not, it's a blessing to play in this league, and I've never taken that for granted. The thrill of playing in front of an NBA crowd is unlike anything else in the world. And every second I'm out there, I'm having the best time of my life, I'll tell y'all that. But now, you know what? Hey, it's 12 championships. Let me ask you a question, Gary. You think about retiring? What's up?
Hey, when you retire, I'll retire. How about that?
Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Hey, we'll write together. You know what I mean?
I'll be all about that.
All right, let's
I'm with
do
you,
it.
MP.
Anybody else? We good?
MP, I have a question. With all of these championships, is there anything else you want to accomplish in your life?
You know what? I'm at a point now, where I'm just trying to give back. You know what I mean? Be there for my teammates, help out these young guys, and hopefully help them not make some of the same mistakes that I made. You know what I mean? It's a good feeling. It's great.
Yes, sir. One quick question. So, to piggyback off of that, have you ever thought about maybe a career in coaching in the NBA? Or is that something that you might be interested in?
Now, you like that, Beatrice?
Oui.
Yeah. To be honest, man, I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, though. I've been blessed to work with some great coaches. Got a lot of respect for the coaching staff here, of course, the front office. And, hey, man, you never know. Crazy things have happened. I'll tell you that.
All right.